I've now made 50 videos and released them on YouTube, and I want to share with you my experience and how this whole process has been as a complete beginner to this space and with only having 100 subscribers. I know that's quite pathetic, but that's where I am right now. I've made 50 videos and I've got 100 subscribers. So that's on average 2 subscribers per video. And I want to share my whole experience and I guess a bit of my story as to what I've discovered on this YouTube journey. Overall, it's been great. I know that the impact is basically insignificant. 100 subscribers is very small. I don't even know how many of those are actually real people. I know some of them are. I don't know, maybe some of them are bots or something like that. But overall, I must say I have really enjoyed this process of setting up a YouTube channel and starting to learn how to make videos. This was very new to me. I do speak to a camera a little bit for my job. I'm actually a pastor and we do online services. So I have a little bit of experience with speaking to a camera, but this is a very different kind of format, and doing this in my house with the gear that I've got and this kind of very kind of unscripted way of speaking is, I don't know, it's new to me, but I have really found that this has been an enjoyable process, and it's something that I feel like this is a valuable skill set to have. And I think it's adding something to me as a person as I learn this new kind of way of communicating. And that's actually a big reason why I wanted to do this, is I feel I have some things that I'd love to share with people, and I'd also love to get better at communicating. And if there's people out there who'd love to listen, then cool, I want to find those people. But overall, I think this has been a really great challenge of filming videos, of getting them up and running, of being able to communicate my thoughts in a way that I feel is authentic, but it's also not boring as well. I think these are really great challenges, great communication challenges, and something that I really want to get better at. Now, I have enjoyed the process. I've learned how to create videos, edit videos using Premiere Pro. I had no experience using any kind of Adobe software like that or any other video editing software. And that's been fun. It's been fun trying to work that out myself. There's been times when that's been incredibly frustrating. Getting stuck on little things and having to Google them. There are actually a lot of YouTube videos available that like teach you one skill for Premiere Pro in like 2 minutes. I love those videos. You can kind of, I don't know, just solve that one little problem that you have just by going to YouTube. So YouTube is your best friend in this process, but I think that this is something totally worthwhile. Even though my impact is insignificant, I feel like the process of going through this has really added value to me personally. And you know, even if there's just 1 or 2 people out there that my content can help or encourage, that feels good. And that's the reason why I wanted to do this. I wanted to encourage people. I wanted to build myself and learn some skills, but I also wanted to really encourage people. And that's the whole kind of gist behind this channel right now. Even as I do continue to work out what kind of content I want to share, what kind of things I want to talk about. Ultimately, my overarching goal of this channel is to encourage people online. So that's been really fun. Overall, I've really enjoyed it. And so if you're thinking about doing this, go for it. And I think you'll enjoy it as well. The second part I kind of touched on then already is that I definitely have learned some new skills. I feel like I'm developing the way that I speak. And that's really big because at the beginning, I realized that I was saying and and doing a lot of these kind of stalling tactics. I don't know what you call them, but you know, just when you fill in space. And I'm far from perfect, but I'm a lot more conscious of it now than I was before. And I've decided that I'm gonna leave those parts in. I actually tried cutting them out, and it was a huge job, and it's not something that I feel is worth my time. I just decided, okay, I'm just gonna get better at my delivery and try to eliminate as much of that from my actual speaking as I can. And maybe even a little bit of that left in the video actually makes it a bit more authentic, or like I'm actually speaking to you as a friend, or as someone who's in the room with me. And I felt that I actually gravitated more towards those kind of videos, especially when they were inspirational or emotional in the way that they kind of work. Like maybe less so about like an educational type video, but more so an inspirational type. I really like connecting with the human being who was speaking. And so I'm trying to develop that. I want to be authentic in front of the camera. I mean, I'm going to prepare what I'm going to say, but I want it to be real. I want it to be from the heart. And so it's not going to come out perfect, but it needs to also be done in a way that it's just not boring, and it's not, and I'm not stumbling over everything. So I feel that I am learning some skills with my speaking. It's helping me to clarify some of my thoughts. And actually, even preparing a script, I don't write a script out fully word for word. I think that it just doesn't work for me. I'm giving myself points, and I've kind of got my points off camera here, and I'm reading them as I go, and I'm filling in those points really from the heart and from my genuine thoughts at the time. And actually by writing this down and thinking through it, and then filming and having these words kind of come out of me, I find that I actually kind of think verbally in a way. So I am actually thinking out loud. And so over the past 50 videos, as I've been making a lot of content around starting a little side business and things like this, I've actually become a lot clearer in my thinking about side businesses, and in my thinking about even some of the other topics that I've shared a little bit on this channel. And I think that's been really good. That's actually, it's almost like I'm preparing the content, like maybe one day I could write my own book or something like that, because I've organized my thoughts. And I know Jordan Peterson talks a lot about writing and how it helps you to organize your thoughts. And I think making a video is very similar in that aspect as well. I'm getting clearer in my thinking. Then there's the other side of the skills, which is maybe the technical skills, the production skills. At the beginning, when I first started putting up videos, I had exactly the same tools that I have now. I have a light right here. I have this nice microphone here. And yet it looked awful because I didn't understand how exposure works. In fact, I have not upgraded my equipment, I don't think, at all in these 50 videos that I've made. And yet it looks just a lot better than it did at the beginning, because I've had to learn a little bit about lighting and how to get the most out of my camera, which I'm filming this right now on an iPhone 15. And you just got one simple key light here, bit of a background light over here. And I've really, I think I've lowered the exposure on the camera. I had no idea about this stuff, and I don't want to go too far, into all this kind of production gear, but I also do think it matters to some extent, and particularly audio needs to sound good. So I've learned some skills there. Then we come into the editing side of things, and that's been really fun, learning Premiere Pro. I've already spoken about that, color grading, some of the other aspects that go into those kind of details as well. I may one day hire a video editor. Please don't contact me. I ignore anyone who contacts me about video editing through YouTube. I've found that even with a tiny audience, you still get people spamming you. I'm not interested, but maybe one day I'm gonna look into that. And that's been fun. But another thing is creating thumbnails. I'm trying to work out what's an attractive thumbnail, titles. I have not nailed this at all. My reach has been absolutely pathetic. and it is what it is. But the point is, I'm upskilling and I want to better myself. I want this to help me. That's one of the reasons why I'm starting this. And I do feel like jumping into this this journey of starting your own YouTube channel, you're gonna learn some skills, and it's good. The next thing I've discovered is that I haven't spent any money. Now, this is a good thing. I had some gear initially. I do some podcasting for our church, and so we already had some gear in the house, so that's really cool. I have my own phone, so I haven't spent a single cent on this YouTube journey so far, and I've made 50 videos. And to be honest, I'm quite proud of some of those videos. Not all of them, but I am more so of the later ones than the newer ones. I'm proud of how I've done it, and I haven't had to spend any money yet. And I may get a teleprompter. I'm thinking about that because sometimes I have to kind of look over here at my notes, and I don't like that when I watch back my videos. But so far I haven't spent anything, and that's been a really great thing as well that I guess I've been surprised at that. Now, the next thing is that I've discovered is that it's making me really think bigger. Like, think maybe I can help more people. I know that my influence right now online is nothing, 100 people, but those people are all over the world, and I see geographically the distribution of where people are, and it seems like most of them are men in the United States, which is interesting. But if I can encourage someone around the world, that's a really exciting thing. If I can reach people who I would otherwise have no way to connect with them, that's really, really exciting. And I'm getting more and more convinced that YouTube is just an incredible platform for reaching people. And it's a passive way that you make this one video, and then it can sit there, and maybe for a few years it could encourage people, it could reach people. This is a very exciting way to be able to scale your influence online. And if you've got a message that is a good message, and I believe there would be good things in your heart that you want to share, then I think YouTube is just a great way to go about it. And right now, I'm trying not to care about the number of subs that I have right now. And, you know, I'll be honest, there's a part of me that's very frustrated at only having 100 subscribers. And to be honest, when I started this journey, I had about 20 subscribers already, because this is my I actually opened this YouTube channel like 10 years ago and uploaded some home videos. And so I already had 20 subscribers. So really it's taken me 50 videos to only get 80 subscribers. And that can be pretty depressing when you think about it. But I'm just trying not to dwell on that. And I heard that it takes 100 videos to even find your own voice. And I have found I'm halfway there, and I think that's true. I've tried a few different types of videos. Most of my content is around making side businesses that are healthy and not gonna kind of kill your time and things like that. But I've also tried a couple of videos where I'm talking about bigger content, or bigger topics. I've got one video where I share about why me and my wife decided to have kids. I also shared about how I stopped feeling empty on the inside. And these are very authentic videos, and they're big topics. Unfortunately, they did terribly. I think those videos have like 5 to 10 different views, or maybe 20 views. So they didn't work, but I really put my heart into those videos. And I think that's amazing content that could help someone if it just had some reach. But obviously I'm not getting any reach. And I know that people talk a lot about the algorithm, and you know, it is hard to try to tell yourself that in some way that you're not being penalized. Like you wanna believe that it's the algorithm's fault that I'm not reaching more people. But I've gotta take ownership and not just believe that there's some big angry algorithm god who's punishing me. but instead just try to make better content, make better videos, and that ultimately the algorithm just gives people what they want. And so it's not about an algorithm, it's about people, and it's about videos that are actually helpful. So I'm trying to really take ownership of that. And okay, if my reach is small, it's because that's what I deserve at this point. And I need to get better at making videos. So I'm trying not to take it personally. I'm not being insecure over this. I'm just gonna continue to make videos, and if I get more subscribers, it's because I deserve it, and not just because there's, you know, some lucky algorithm hit that makes me go viral or something like that. So anyway, I wish I did start this years ago. I think if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, I reckon you should just do it, because do it with low costs. Like, don't buy a lot of equipment or anything like that. Just start something and commit to making a certain number of videos. For me, I heard Mr. Beast talk about making 100 videos, and that he basically didn't even want to consult with someone until they'd made 100 videos. And I thought that made a lot of sense. And so I thought, well, why don't I just commit to making that 100, and then I'll start evaluating whether this is worth my time or not. So I'm halfway there. I think I've already established that it's worth my time, and I think you should give it a shot as well. And I look forward to giving you guys a bit of an update when I hit 100 videos. Hopefully I have more than 100 subscribers at that point. If you're not subscribed, do me a favor, come on, hit me up, hit that subscribe button, leave me a comment. I reply to all my comments that I think are real people, and I'd love to connect with you. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video as I continue this journey of starting a very small YouTube channel. I look forward to having you on that journey too. See you in the next one.